Next up, we've got Kieran Goodson. He is now a junior environment artist at Rebellion. And yes, he's asking, what do I need to do to become, or he used to ask, what do I need to do to become a junior artist? But he's definitely conquered that. Next up, he's asking, what do I need to do to show I'm capable of becoming a mid to senior level artist? I think that's what you mean, mid-senior level artist, as things have changed since. See how long he was waiting on his portfolio review? It's completely unacceptable on my part. Guy got a job already, man. Anyways. He can't catch the stream tonight. He's going out. I bet he's celebrating. So let's look at your portfolio where it's at right now. You've got this Sunset Savannah. It's in UE4. This is 8 months ago. It's pretty good. The atmosphere is, I think the thing that breaks it right now. It doesn't feel like this is further away. It feels like it's more like in the haze. This stream ends in about an hour and 6 minutes. Drendy. Can I call you Drendy? I like your name. All right, let's go. Let's go here. Let's do a paste. Let's look at this a little closer, huh? So I think, so when you're in atmosphere, we're gonna get a little sciencey here. When you have atmosphere, right? The way that light passes through atmosphere, light that reflects at you, like the sun, or if you're looking at something metal that's glimmering in the distance, that sparkles, right? It glimmers at you. That means that a lot of the light is passing through the atmosphere and is actually entering your eye. Now, when things are in shadow, or they're darker materials that aren't as reflective, they seem to lose visibility the fastest. So knowing that, these areas should be, like this light and this dark should be very similar in their values and be pushed back quite far, depending on how far away they are, of course, right? But like where the atmosphere is like here and the color of it, it kind of feels like there's not really any atmosphere. So let me see. Okay, what I'm going to do is just do a quick, I'm just going to mask this. Dirty mask, of course. Because we just want to get the point across. We don't want to like try and make it perfect or anything. As I sit here, just trying to make it perfect. I could use the smart wand, but whatever. This is kind of gratifying, doing all these little clicks. It's like a clicker game, you know? So let's just grab this for now. And then we'll make a mask. What's a mask like? Yeah, okay, cool. So now we'll take this layer and let's Control L, we'll go to levels. And we're just gonna kind of, I don't know how well this is gonna work, but let's see what we can do. Let's do Control U and see. It's weird when I see it with the mask edge. So let's see if we can. This is not working. Hang on. I'm going to delete the mask. Just going to do this. Super messy, but it's okay. I'm just trying to see. Oh. This is kind of difficult for me to shop. I mean, I could just go really basic. I paste this, and then if we paint a similar color, we get the horizon color in there, like this. So you think about this like the atmosphere. And then we'll just, let me see here. I'm going to grab that as well. Oop. And then I'm just going to lower the opacity of this. And then we'll add a mask here. And then we'll just paint away. Just nice gradient here. Just trying to color match the sky a little bit more. I need to disable this. There we go. So we're just trying to get the sky gradients. Roughly. Of course, roughly. So when you have this, let's enable the mask again. And let's just kind of... whoop. You know, just mask that out. And then you want to make sure that you've got... oh, geez. Oh, geez. What's happening? Hang on. There we go. Oh, no. I'm just guessing where this tree is. That's fine. Oh, it's terribly wrong. It's all good. Okay, and then we lower this down. And we mask this out. So you can see, like, getting that distance is going to be... This is easy because there's no bright reflective areas. And then this, I'm not even going to try and separate this out. All right, I'm trying. Shh. But I think you get the point. Like, it really helps seeing that separation, and it kind of matches the sky. Painting skills. Ugh. Ugh. Anyways, we'll move on from this. Oh yeah, and remember, because of the atmosphere and the sun is there, see how the sun's getting washed out? That can't happen because the sun is freaking bright. It's passing through all this jazz. So if anything, maybe that should be like so. Anywho, let's move on. But I think you can see how that kind of helps. Also the other thing is like a lot of the shadows are kind of a little dark. So you got to watch out for that. This feels pretty good. The grass is a little on the even side. There's a little bit of randomness going on here, which I like. There's a little bit more shape or undulation in the length of the grass and just kind of some like disturbances in it. That would really help there. I mean, you see early on too, see that layering? Oof. That layering really like pops. You get more of that, it would be cool. Oh man. There's a video. Oh, that's cool. I'm sorry, I'm gonna like skip through these. Oh, I gotta get that reveal though. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Oh wow, wait. This looks freaking nice. I'm curious if you built those trees. That's cool. That looks really good. The movement of it. It's like arguably CGI. That's cool. That's cool. All right. Let's go back here. So we got some really intense material. These wood planks are very short. That's a lot of nails to be using. It's cool though. It's quite stylized looking. Roughness is interesting. I don't have too much to say on that one. Ooh. Bitmap to material. Wow, that's actually that's quite impressive actually. I see a little bit of the softening that's happening in there where, because it's auto tiling it for you, right? That feels nice though. That's pretty good. Original image. Nice. Some forest moss. Man, moss is a tricky one. I think moss has more to do with the shader than the actual material itself. Like you have this look, right? And that's, I mean, this is fine. Maybe the edges here could be a little softer, so it's a little bit more on the pillowy side. But the I think where moss really starts to shine is how the ambient occlusion is handled, and then how the lighting wraps around the material. So a lot of like Uncharted, for example, they have a technical breakdown notes document, like a PDF. I think that's in our Empire command. They're actually using a Fresnel is like a subsurface Fresnel where the light is basically passing through like the fringes of the sides of this. And then to kind of give it the depth and volume is at its core is where the AO is. And then they Fresnel mask out the AO as you start to wrap around the side. Because you think about AO is like the little cracks and crevices or the deep pits, right? Like this ambient occlusion here is the deep pits where the light just can't get to. So then that starts to darken. Do you even spell it as Fresnel? You spell it as Fresnel, but it's pronounced Fresnel. But like when you get to the glancing angles, you're not seeing those little crevices anymore, right? Because they're more like horizontal to you, or horizontal to you. So you can't actually see those pits. So the AO would naturally go away as you get further to the edge of the sphere, for example. So masking out the AO on the edge as you go further around the sphere, and then bringing in a Fresnel of like a subsurface effect where like if a light is behind it, you can see the light kind of piercing through the edges here, kind of bouncing around through the moss. I think that is really what makes the moss pop. This scene's dope. There's a lot of like meaning behind this. It just, oh my God, it's a 4K video too. Dang, son. Where'd you find this? Yeah, this looks good. Hey, thanks for the follow, Frost. So I like the amount of detail that's happening. Compositionally, this is very strong. There's some warm colors over here, cool colors over here. The scene's pretty evenly cut from like the light of the sky and the dark of the scene. The trees are kind of like helping balance the, like, I wonder if I can, let me do this, because this is pretty interesting. I feel like you could paste this and flip it. Look at this. I wonder if he did this. Do you see that? That's why it feels right in the composition. It's evenly balanced. Like you can do the same thing this way with your scenes. It's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. You can almost say like where the stream is and this kind of breakup and these roots is just the trees on the other side. Pretty cool, huh? And the other weird thing, man, I don't know if he knew he was doing this, but like you see the angle of the steps is kind of going here. Like we need to emphasize this more. The angle of the steps is more like this. Look at where it is with the light rays. How hilarious is that? It just has it, man. It's got the flow. Anywho, super nice scene. I don't have really much to say on this. I mean, I feel like maybe the lighting is a little flatter than it could be. That's probably getting pretty technical there. Let me dupe this one, and let's see if we can't. You don't want to blow it out, but let's go midtones. But I think it's down here where it gets quite dark, and I think if there was just a few little hits of light kind of matching the saturation and brightness over here, you're gonna get a little bit more. Actually, that one's probably a little too much. You just want it like where the light's happening. Here, maybe. So you can see, and even, so now this is really subtle, but I'm just trying to like pop the shapes out of the shadows a little bit. But you can see this shot, man, and that might be taking away from it a little too much. Because see here versus here, there's like more color as well. I don't know if this is a good move or not. It just feels more accurate to me. Like the brightness of the light and like where it's piercing through needs to be, where it's hitting needs to be kind of hitting that same level of brightness. Yeah, dude, look at that detail, man. Oh, there's so many cool. It's so cool. This is cool as well. Oh man, the scale as well. Oh, now that I'm seeing this here, so these little branches are all very samey in their length and their distance from each other. And I think if they got progressively longer as they went up, I think it wouldn't be as weird. But now I can't unsee it. In general, this is a very strong scene, though. So I'm going to link this in chat. See, I think if you put more emphasis on this area would have to tone down, and because this is being emphasized, down here would have to get emphasized just to keep the composition balanced. Anywho, your question, very, very solid scene though, and great job on the 80 level post. Really cool to see. Solid work. Yeah, AAA benchmark, guys. It's good. Oh man, it's even clearer here. Look at that. Yeah. All right, so your question, what do I need to show I'm capable of becoming a mid-senior level? So now that you're in the industry and you're junior, right? It's all about internal growth. Growing at home, now that you've broken into the industry, it's really important that you relax a little bit. And I know it's really hard because the moment you get into school, you're going to be, the moment you get into work, you're going to be like, all right, I got to prove myself. But in reality, you proved yourself. That's why they hired you. You know what I mean? So it's really important. Of course, try hard at work. Do your best. Don't kill yourself over it. And when you go home, relax a little bit. Take in the air that you've earned, right? You relax. You marvel in your own ability to achieve, like what you achieved is great. Don't let it go to your head, of course, but it's really important that you now relax at least a little bit. That being said, pushing yourself at work, taking on new challenges, learning as much as possible, because you will be your entire career surrounded by people that are better than you, no matter what. And just be a sponge. You soak it in, learn from everyone around you. Learn how people talk about how they critique at work, because it's really important that you critique, but you're not like bombing on people, right? A person that can critique and you feel like you got something positive out of it when you walked away, that's a really good critique. Like, you can also have a negative critique where you still learn something, but negative is always negative no matter what. To get senior or mid-level to senior is just time. So you learn at work, you push yourself, you grow at work. You go home, you relax, you maintain a community, surrounding yourself at home with people that you enjoy chatting with online, and pushing yourself when you want to at home instead of needing to because you need to get a job, right? As you progress, you will get better and better at your job, and you will ship titles at the same time. To become a senior is mainly industry time experience. That's really all it is. Be ambitious, push yourself, don't kill yourself, and be always growing at a steady rate that you're happy with so that you can feel fulfilled for the rest of your career. So this sounds easy. I make it sound easy. You will go through waves. Your eyes are sweating? Oh, God. So you'll go through waves where, like, you have a down moment that could last months. You'll have an up moment where you feel like you're on top of the world and you're killing it and you're making the best stuff ever. You have to learn to go with those. And if you can go with those, you'll last a very, very long time in games. Smile even when you're on fire. Anyways, that is this portfolio. I will be right back. We're going to look at the Discord next, and I'm going to try using Miro while we do it. Hopefully that was helpful. I'll be right back.